Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 8:37 a.m. October. The year is 2025. Today is the 2nd of October. Good morning. Just doing my daily or weekly check-in, you want to call it. I'm so out of breath, ain't did nothing because I can't take no medicine. Yeah, my medication usually keep me balanced. Yeah. Y'all just don't know. I think I'm getting pneumonia. For real. That's how I feel. I had pneumonia last year in December. Oh, man. You know, that hurt real bad. That coughing and how you feel so much pressure on your chest and everything. And that's how I'm feeling now. Because I can't take nothing. I can't even take no pain pills, no nothing. And last night, my body was going through spasms all up in my chest and stomach area. I'm like, oh, my God. We can't wait to this doctor's appointment. And I got my medicine in my purse. As soon as I leave out, before I leave out that doctor's office, take me some bottled water, you know. See, my eyes kind of look weird. It's bad. That means I've been taking my medication properly, you know. But I can't take any vitamins or anything. Yeah. So how's your morning going? I had seen this shirt right here. I got this off of TikTok. And it said, God gifted me the title Mom. And then it says Grandma and all that. So I'm gonna wear this shirt. I done had this shirt for like 2 months. Because I had another shirt on at first. And I said, you know what, let me put this one on. Yeah, I be having stuff sometime I don't even be wearing. I'm like, I did buy a shirt like that. I'll be on TikTok, you be looking through stuff. I'm like, I already got that. I got that too. I know I have been sharing with you all a lot of personal stuff about me. But I had to. Oh, boy. Now I can take, if some emergency come, I can use my EpiPen, you know. Hope it ain't coming down to that because this breathing is bothering me. And I'm filling up with mucus. That's why I hope it ain't. I'm not developing pneumonia, you know. But like I said, I share stuff with people. Due to the fact that a lot of people, I be on and off the scene, I be talking and all that. And I keep trying to tell people that, especially certain parts of the industry, things I go through affect you too. That's why I'll be telling people about bits of things that I own and created. I mean, not so much in everybody's business as far as their companies, but a lot of people make money off social media. I created social media. I own TikTok. I own Twitter, Snapchat, and all this stuff. MySpace, Facebook. I own these entities that help you. Okay? That's one. Even if you don't really um, do the TikTok shop, or you have some people that do advertisement. Just roll on their page because they really not. They don't have that big inventory or whatever the case may be. But I made these things ready and available for the public. I made these things ready and available for the public. You know, as you know, I'm the leader in e-commerce in the United States and overseas. I'm that go-getter. I'm that come-to person. You know, like I just show y'all stuff from a long time ago. People had always been at me to help them go that extra mile. You know, just like the video I showed y'all about Charles Green. When he came to me, he said he had no idea doing all that. When I invited all the DJs to the video, you know, to the thing, and you know, it was at the club, and what it was, the club that they had it at, they always go on Fridays in Kiki, okay? And I was coming in town Sunday. He said, "Dog, wish you would have been here. It was so packed." I said, "Tell everybody." I said, "We finna get this promotion started." I say, "Word of mouth." I said, "Everybody know you." He said, "Yeah, everybody know me." I said, "Well, tell everybody pass the word around. Come on back down to the club. Where would you Friday night? It's all right. We finna do this video, you know, and you can get a free drink. Just come on down." Yeah. So the people that's in the video had that stuff on Friday night. Yeah, and the people that didn't want a free drink got $1 for showing up. You can get a free drink or $1, you know, just to have some people there. The people on the floor got the $1, you know. So that was cool back then, you know. And that's what was going on, okay. I also had, when it was playing the songs on the radio, you know, the bus stop, everybody, what is that song? And me being me on TV networks and all that, I promoted it on the news because it's clean. It's clean. It is. That bus stop song was clean. It was like, how you do the bus stop? You know, and then we had some people that worked at the newsroom going to the bus stop, and they up there dancing, doing it. So we think the bus will come a little quicker. We started dancing. I mean, it was all type jokes that was going on from network to network about that, you know. Yeah. But I helped them a lot. Yeah. That's me. That's me. So the money I put into it, telling the DJs to come that, you know, that didn't live too far, within a, you know, an hour, 2 hour way to get there locally, and, you know, being at clubs and all that, you know. And he said, "We gonna make money like that, and I'm gonna really be on you." I said, "Nah, it's gonna work all right. Watch this." But you got a lot of people that's watching the news, and people be wondering about these dances they be hearing, and they do. And you know, y'all do. Somebody said, "How you do that? You know, how you do this?" Yeah. And all the DJs that showed up, I gave all of them a 45. Sure did. You know, back then, you know, people were spinning, they called them the second wave, was spinning records for real. One computerized, one pressing the button, doing this. We had a real DJ going on. You know? Everybody, all the DJs got a free 45. Tell them what radio station come from, and go ahead and play it. You know? And back then, a lot of the DJs on record stores. You know, that's when people had really started using cassettes. We didn't have an 8-track, of course. We weren't going that far back, you know, to get no sales. But we had albums, 45s, tapes, you know. Made a killer. Made my money back from investing in his promotion, because that's what he needed. To the point we had to make new cassettes and all that type of stuff. You know, now we had a few people, "Oh man, I got an 8-track in mine." Well, ain't nothing we can do about that. We can get this little radio right here. I got some radios for sale, $10. AM, FM, radio, antenna already on it, poppy tapes on in it. So that was me. I was in that boombox industry too. I always have been electronics and a whole lot of other stuff. Yeah. But what started messing my career around, and I always had been like that. I really wasn't getting off into music like that. I used to do a few songs and help people do this and that, but my main focus was movies. I like doing movies and television shows and commercials. I always had them funny commercials on TV and all that type stuff. You know, that was me. Movies, and all my movies and my cartoons are box hits. Everything I created through Pixar, box hit. One of my first cartoons, for public television, I created The Simpsons. Yeah, that's when I was getting off into the graphics and all that type of stuff. Y'all remember how the Simpsons cartoon used to look for real? Yeah. And the guy I had doing it, he was getting new into digital and all that stuff, and I was showing him what to do, and I used to be like, oh my God, why they look so drunk? And so like, you know how they look, don't I? Then I had to update his program, use a lot of other stuff, but the Simpson cartoon started looking right. One of my shows, one of my movies, a lot of people had liked. I created E.T. It's a E.T. Go Home. Yeah. And my other movie, when she say, Carly, come into the light. Get out the light, Carly. And Poltergeist, I created that. Yeah. And I redeveloped Star Wars. Now, Star Wars was originally made. It was one already made, but the first one ever made was like, okay, great for its time. And I coded and designed and did all that other stuff, and Star Wars became a trilogy. I'm a movie person for real. And most songs that I was creating was for my movies. Yep. I used to do a lot of stuff with my sound guys, with my sound women. A couple of women, they was from down here in Florida. Excuse me. They had little nephews or cousins. I had my kids, and we used to just have them making all type noises, scary noises, running noises, and hollering and screaming and stomping and slamming doors, and that's why all the stuff sound realistic, because it is realistic, except the killing. Yeah. Yeah, I created Purge. Everybody liked that movie 2012 I created. I created Saw, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Halloween, scary movie. Yeah, I like stuff like that, I'm into movies. That was really my calling. Majority of the people I was having problems out of was doing music. Unwanted people I didn't even want in my life, didn't even know them, because they seemed to be problems. That's why when I was doing music, all the time being on Soul Train and all these other shows, I'm also the one that opened up the Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York. It was closed down for a while. Put my money into it, cleaned it up, and first group I had on there was Jodeci, because we was already there and We was there about 2 weeks cleaning up. Make sure I had to get the electrician out there and all this type of stuff because the building was so old. You know, it had needed a lot of work. That's the reason why it closed down. But we got it in order. So little groups I was trying. Some did as they told. They just did their music and go home and go on about their business. And some people, the people I was having problems out of, was never chosen. Majority of them. And then other groups and other people did illegal stuff, stole my music that I wrote, like New Edition. I've been knowing Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, all of them since like 1979. And her dad they'll make a movie talking about some other man helped them, and I the one named in the group New Edition and all that. And everybody in East Side, they be like, they wild. Why they lying like that? You know, I'm like, Ricky, you wild. You and your mama worked in my store, you know, and this, and I mean, I'm like, y'all, the real true story, how y'all began is more interesting than what they, you know, they put in that movie. And they didn't mention me at all. At all. I mean, I helped them so much, you know. The first show they did, I mean, it was doing little shows and stuff. But I had started putting them out there. And I own Live Nation and all that. And they was doing Live Nation shows and going to other concert halls and all that stuff. And they didn't realize I owned it. When they realized I owned all this stuff that they was going to and all that, that's when they started showing their asses. No Edition ain't no good. No good. That's why they never had any new music. Even when they came out, call themselves Separate, call themselves BBD and all that. Still, you know. I mean, just to go way back, Mr. Telephone Man, all of them songs, those was my songs. Those was my songs. I could have just held up and gave it to my sons. You know. They lied about where they was from, where they was at, and it was right in East St. Louis, Illinois. They had more support from their community and just gave it all to another hood. You know? And that upsets the community to a certain. They be like, oh, they fake. All the time we helped them and they did their little shows. You know, everybody paying a quarter, 50 cents to come into their little local shows and all this stuff. That's still supporting. You know? Yeah, but I'm a movie buff. I like making movies. I like making TV shows. Any of you all ever watch ABC Family Freeform? Y'all know about that show, Pretty Little Liars? And their theme song. Everybody be like, why y'all come up with that? They said, one tell a secret. They said, why though? Can't tell other secret. And then I forgot how it go. I can't even think if I get off her, I'll be singing all them songs. But y'all know that theme song with Pretty Little Liars. Yeah. Oh, I got this fan right there, right directly in my face, and the ceiling fan on my head. My breathing feeling a little. I'm breathing a little better. But I do have one of those fans. Y'all seen her on TikTok. The little fan you hold that freeze real good. It's a little handheld fan. They can go up to like 200%. Then they just start forming. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, make sure I put that in my purse. Yeah. And then the nebulizer they be showing here on TikTok. This is stuff I used to have all the time a long time ago. A lot of this stuff at the TikTok shop, stuff like that I created with the help of others. Yeah. Because I get hot at the drop of a dime. Yeah. I get hot so quick. Now here it is, central air in here. I got the ceiling fan, the regular floor fan, stand fan. And last night I was hot as I don't know what. I had to basically lay down naked. Had a gown on, had to get out of that. I was sweating ferociously. I'm like, oh my God, I hate when I get like that. Yeah. Ooh, wait. But the thing, like I said, I know what to do with that. Just get naked, basically, and just make sure I got the fan directly on me. Because when you get a thirst like that, that is something totally different. But when I feel like that, I try to get a lot of ice in my system. And not too much water, you know. Give me a sugar-free soda, caffeine-free, sugar-free, caffeine-free. Yeah. But like I said, I like movies. Yeah. My hair drying up. It's not dry, but I'm not finna put too much of nothing on it. As long as it ain't dry. Can't put no makeup on. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on or something. I really don't need nothing on because this weather's so crazy down here. Oh, where it is. God is good all the time. Okay. Let me get off of here. I'll talk to y'all later. If y'all only knew. That's a terrible feeling when you can feel yourself filling up a phlegm or mucus. Oh. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and some of my other TikToks I had on here. My live, I have them on my YouTube page. You know, my link is on my page, and you can see what I'm talking about. But to end it, this lady named Evelyn, who everybody thought, well, she's related to Suge Knight now, and this guy Brian Mary now. That's Brian Mary daddy cousin. Evelyn was the one that helped cause problems, even with my grandma and granddad, who was raising me after my mom and dad got killed. She put my business in the newspaper. Oh, the girl in Motown and this. She started up all that Motown stuff. My grandma said, what the hell is going on? It was so obvious it was them. The check was not in my mom and dad's signature. And also a check popped up to go and deposit for that company, Motown. My dad didn't want anything to do with Motown anymore, or those people. The money that was in Motown was mine anyway. It was nothing made from anybody singing or anything that had stole some checks. Barry Gordy told on them too. But see, didn't that just seem kind of odd? I'm going through all this stuff. Barry Gordon tell the truth was what happened, and he know. He don't know tell nobody I'm lying or anything. But they never went to Barry Gordon. Smokey and them would never say nothing to him. Like, oh man, leave it alone, and this, and nothing. Now, although Marvin Gaye was involved in it, he the one set it up, him and Smokey. They the reason my mom and them and dad knew that. Oh, Lord. When Tammy Terrell now, kept trying to come for me. She was like, oh, wait, she still short and she little. She went to this pastor. Told them they was going to find a way to get me killed. They was going to kill me and have the funeral there and all this. But that pastor she went to and all them other people weren't going for that. So, oh, she's still little. And this, we just going to say this and we going to, I'm talking about, Tammy Terrell was really plotting on me. And that shit blew up in her face. She had went to, what's his name? James Brown. Remember how they were saying he kicked Tammy Terrell ass? He did, for real. He said, why the hell is y'all still lying on those dead people and messing with that girl? That was her mom and daddy I'm talking about. Well, remember they said they ain't said shit. Because he said they ain't even fucking know. What the fuck is you talking about, Tammy? And he did kick her ass on stage, for real. Everybody was there. He all on the mic and it was on. Everybody clapped. You know? Because everybody knew what was going on. Yeah. Well, Tammy Terrell kept on doing stuff until she succumbed herself. And them pastors and people they was going to weren't going for it. I said, everybody ain't bad. There's some good people out here. And then some people had to stand still from their evil ways because wasn't nobody going for it. You know? Okay. Come on. You don't want cut off. Oh, let me tell you this. Now, Smokey Robinson and Diana Ross, all them. Oh, yeah, they used to hold seances. Evelyn them. All for the devil. They took me to this building. Talking about I'll live long if I hang with them and do what they do. That's talking about trying to make it seem like it was okay that my mom and dad died. Innocent people. Because they didn't, they weren't in the swing and having sex with everybody. They loved each other and they was not giving up each other's bodies to nobody. That was one. Everybody knew that. Oh, they be like, nah, he love her. How many women get at him? How many men got at my mama? Nope. Yep. I was jealous. My mom and them always had stuff, but they mind their own business. They was business people at the same time. That night my mom and dad got killed, my daddy told Marvin Gaye, don't come over. He told him, he trusted Marvin Gaye to know where we lived at. Smokey Robinson them never really knew how old I was, but Marvin Gaye knew I was older. I was just short. I was a teenager. I was 13. Just for short. I probably was like about 4'11" or something. Just short. Those people here in America messed up after my grandma and granddad got killed. They supposed to send me back to Jamaica. My mom's cousin, her first cousin, that's my uncle, son, was just like his daddy, And Bob Marley and them kept they kept saying, go get her, go get her, go get her, And I used to be talking to him all the time. I'm like, my hair look a mess. I said, I don't know why nobody can't do my hair. All I do is put water on it and do he said, well, everybody can't do her like your mom, mom used to, everybody know I used to have locks, dreads, and my dreads used to come down to my elbow. That's how long it was. And it wasn't locked. You see the texture on my hair? It wasn't locked up like regular, but, you know. And they started cutting my hair and doing all types of stuff. Telling my mom and them they take care of me, and everybody was like, y'all lying. We know who that girl is. Oh no, they just made it seem like it was old, and they was just selling all type of lies. Yeah. They just caused so many problems. You know. That's when all them other people, Great Britain and UK, and all these people start interviewing Bob Marley. You see it on YouTube. Because people was lying on him too. And everybody wanted him. They knew his music, but they had wanted him to talk more. Like they be like, oh, help clear up that mess. Yeah. The whole interviews are not completely on there. For some of them, they was talking about me. It's like, well, your cousin a queen, and this is this, and a lot of people from Jamaica was like, she supposed to been her in Jamaica with that. What she's doing on that land, there's nothing there. The couple of people from there had went to my land. It was nothing there. It was empty. It wasn't, they tried to make it was gone because of war. There was no war ever on that land. No type of life, anything. Because I'm going to tell you something, through war, if everything is demolished, you will still have stuff underground. There's always a foundation to something. Nothing. I built everything. And how a lot of other countries know about me, because I call some of their good workers. Hey, you want to come and work? Can you withstand the wind? Can you work in the sand? Can you handle dirt? Are you good with water? And I will have people stay there 6 months at a time, then let them go back home to their families. I made, even though wasn't nothing there, first thing we got together, some generators and all that type of stuff, everything they needed to help themselves while they work. I made sure I did that first. They lived in tents, but I had them the best tents. They didn't sleep in sleeping bags. I had them cots and all that type of stuff, comfort. Because I'm like, these hard-working men, so they want to relax. Nobody want to be laying on the ground and trying to get up and, They got off days like everybody else. They will work at night. All the way to daybreak. As soon as that sun get the beaming, time to stop, go in. Yeah, everybody start working when it get dark. So when it came to putting the pipes in the ground for the water and doing electricity, those guys will start working as soon as daybreak hit. They need that extra life from God. Yeah. As soon as it get hot, tell them, go in. Go in. But I had generators for everybody. Yep. Sorry about that. And these other people just made, it's just so much stuff. stuff. All while I was getting the adequate living as a child. I still was doing my little movies and all that. Doing little stuff for TV. Now, let's talk about the show Good Times. Janet Jackson isn't supposed to be on there. That was my spot. When I seen Janet, I said, what you was doing on there? Talking about Joseph told me I could go on there. Joseph said this and Joseph said that. Oh, man, my great-granny now? Oh, Ethel, she was still alive. Oh, she was furious. She said, God damn it, they done killed my grandson and my other, oh man, my great granny was furious. And they got their nerve to keep showing up around. Yeah. Joe Jackson, that's what he called, made up stories about my daddy. He ain't know my daddy like that. He ain't know him. And originally, didn't nobody know who the Jackson 5 was. They were just going around lying, telling people they was part of Motown when they wasn't. You know, my daddy got killed and all this. They make, oh, I'm surprised he had any kids. All he liked to do was get his dick sucked, and he was doing this, and that wasn't my daddy was talking about. You know? Trying to make it seem like I came from a broken home and my dad was a whoremonger and mistreated my mama and all these lies. Him and Diana Ross now. It was all of them. Everybody there was at Motown. Except for the blind guy, Stevie Wonder. You know. Stevie Wonder questioned a lot of people. And he even questioned about his car, stuff he was going through. He said, God damn it, I could hear. Stevie Wonder could hear. Ray Charles, he could hear. I knew him too. And some people, as you know, when you look up blind, what's considered legally blind, look it up. Sometimes blind does not actually mean without complete sight. But you have to remember, people can hear. There you go. Sorry about that. I put swiping in. Swipe a little swiping. Yeah. Blind does not mean completely without sight. Some people just can't see color. Some people, just a lot of things. I too went through a lot of medical stuff. I had to learn Braille, sign language and stuff. My granddad and them had me on the right track. My granny and them. Sometimes my eyes would bother me, baby. I do this Braille. You gotta do this sign language. You gotta do this. Yeah. All this Evelyn and Rick James, Smokey Robinson now, Marvin Gaye now, man. I'm talking about even Al Green and was coming to my house to stay with me. Girl, what's going on? Doing shows at my clubs and girl, I want no hotel room. Save that money. That's you. You keep it. As long as you get paid from the club, I'll just stay at your house. And then that's when everybody kept trying to cool down, like Marvin Gaye now. Everybody, oh man, that's what's her name now? Oh, Ray Charles now, brown hair. All them this. Oh wait. And there's the song on there. No nasty song from that lady. I had bought that song from her. You know that song say "Lick me now, lick me good" and all that. That's my song I bought from her. Some of these old nasty songs I got on her. I used to have shows like that. You have to be 18 or older to get in to hear that music. Oh, she got some good pussy, all this, and we got that big old dick. I'm talking about. We had a concert with all that type music. Oh, we had little Richard Pryor was there, and Red Fox came. I know all of them. Everybody talking trash. I'm talking about just straight, you know. Yeah. Yep. Cost $15 to get in. Yep. That was a lot back then, but it was worth it. Everybody was like, I'm glad I came. But it was so crazy with some of the stuff I used to do. Because all the seats would be the same amount, no matter what. I used to tell the radio people to announce it, hey, you know, this concert, this, all seats $15. First come, first serve. Now we got some stickers down here at the radio station for the front row, and this you come right now, y'all can get some tickets, $10. Then that's when, you know, then they say, hey, there's some seats left when you get there, but they're gonna be 15. And you gotta sit where the hell you can sit at. Don't guarantee that you and that person you with gonna sit together. You know? Yeah, promotion, something else. That's what I used to be doing. Yeah. Need to get me something to drink. Alright, I'm getting thirsty again. Maybe let me get off of her now. Can I go get something to drink? I don't know why. They're making me their favorite person this morning. Come on, cut off. Y'all gotta go with me to get some water. I don't know why it won't cut off. Okay. Maybe you'll let me cut it off now. Oh, come on. I'm serious, I won't cut off. I am steady hitting the end button. I didn't say viewers. I don't even know how viewers came up. Selecting the end. That's real. What in the world? Okay. Wish you could see me steady selecting in. I'm gonna repost this video. Some of y'all just coming in. I'm trying to get off of here. Come on. Why it won't cut off? Okay, let me see something.